official like Mike said, go listen to some NF Ya Geek. NF is great. He's a little overrated, I think, slightly, but he's also overhated. Like, his fans think he's like the best rapper of all time or whatever. No, it's delusional. But all of his haters or people like outside of his circle of fans say that he's just like trash and corny and awful. But of course, you have to remember that this is the same crowd who would also say that Chance the Rapper's album The Big Day was garbage, that Macklemore's album what's it called, Gemini, was awful. These are the types of people who will only say an album is good if they're promoting like debauchery and wretchedness, which is like a whole like conversation that like I should probably get into and make a video about eventually. But it is a serious problem where in the rap community, if you're not, talking about doing things that will get you locked up in jail, then you're corny and you're garbage and you're lame. And then people just toss you out for being illegitimate. If you make any album about getting married, then they'll say that album is garbage and they'll say that it's corny. If you come out with an album about being a dad and being sober and being present for your children, making it home on time so you can put your kids to bed, then they'll say that that's corny. But if you rap about shooting 15 people in the face, then you're legit. You're real. Like, even if you're an 8-year-old, if you're rapping about that real life, that real hood life. Like, come on, man. At this point, you're just trying to champion icons of the next generation of felons. That's basically what you're doing at this point, and it's pretty ridiculous. Honestly, that type of commentary, people saying that type of thing, they really should be ashamed of themselves if they're really only going to be giving legitimacy to the types of stuff that is promoting bad behavior. Literally the exact type of behavior that is keeping the black community down, by the way. It is what it is. John says, dang, but I mean, that's what it is. That's what they're doing. Go watch some Fantano and then watch them over here, trashing it's flawed, but it's legitimately good Chance the Rapper album because it's about him getting married to his wife. Of course, he wouldn't say that, right? But I mean, it's a good album. Oh, but it's corny. Oh, well, what separates that from his previous albums? Oh, well, the theme is actually about him getting married to his wife. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm taking notes. We're talking Macklemore. Hold on. Let's get this. Macklemore was called corny, not for his song Thrift Shop, about buying things from a thrift store, not about Downtown, which, as far as I can tell, is about riding a moped in a city, but for the album Gemini, which was about him being a present father for his kids, being home on time to put his daughter to bed. That was the corny album. That was the corny work that Macklemore did. Oh no, not him wearing all these goofy clothes and talking about going to thrift stores. No, not the song where he was talking about what was it? Talking about riding in a moped instead of taking public transit. Like, really? Is this what we're saying? Come on, fam. Really? And this is what I like about Dee-1. This is what I like about Dee-1, because Dee-1, if you're not familiar, he's been going viral recently because while he's been rolling out an album, one of the things that he's also been saying in interviews is that so many rappers in the non-Christian rap sphere are pushing messages that are negative and unhelpful and unhealthy for the black community, specifically because they know it'll make money and then, they can then, do whatever they want with their money. Whether that is get back to their own community or whether that's just be rich and buy flashy chains and things. And he's been calling people out about that, and they've been like very, very upset. But this is like a message that people are actually looking forward to. Like, there's like this new song, I forgot what it's called, like You Is Not That or whatever. But basically where the hook is literally just like motion is like what people say, like, oh, you keep it a pushing, you keep it a moving. Like, that's what people say is like motion, basically, at least as I understand it, in the rap scene. And he's like, well, Notion isn't like, selling drugs and things. Notion isn't like shooting people in the face and robbing them. Like, that's not motion. Motion is going to college. Motion is being, is like following God. Motion is, getting a 9 to 5 in order to support your family. But people are trying to use this word to glorify criminal behavior. It's nice to see these types of things blow up and get viral on social media, because I think it shows that people are really yearning for positive messaging, which is actually great to see, especially in the wake of like Andrew Tate, and like Kevin Samuels and all those other people. So we need more people pushing positive messages. And it sucks to see, like, you know, we just looked at this video, or we just looked at this music by this new up and coming rapper who clearly doesn't know what he wants to rap about, so he just decides to rap about shooting people in the face. Like, come on. Seriously, you couldn't even stop to think for 1 second to think about, like, maybe trying to glorify this type of behavior is not something good to talk about? Maybe? I don't know.